That's why you're here. Well, it's a little after 6. We'll call this Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for May 14th, 2024 to order. Rodney? Oh, roll call, sorry. Sorry, I miss that step every time I'm in charge. Sorry. Madam Clerk.
Garner?
Here.
Miller? Daffer? Turner?
Here.
Morgan?
Here.
Kirkman? Selman? Von Acker? We do not have a quorum.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I do have a message from Commissioner Miller. He's stuck in Melba. He said he can get online if we need him, but still, that would just be one more. So
I think we need.
I said we don't have a quorum, so if he can. So let's see if he shows up online, but that's still only one. So.
Yeah. Okay, Rodney, now, please. Sorry.
Okay, so just for the record, I'm going to present this because there's no requirement for a quorum for just staff communication. So, and then just for the record, we're going to wait a few minutes before we open public hearings. Okay. All right, so council action was this last council meeting on the 6th. The first one was a short plat decision for the Commerce Center off of 15918 Star Road and East Franklin Road. This is for that barren properties that the commission heard just across from Amazon on Star Road. And this one was recommended by the Planning and Zoning Commission, and it was approved by City Council. They did make a request that they work with the property to the south, that they provide an opportunity for them to gain access through their development. There were some questions about that at Planning and Zoning Commission when you heard that public hearing, and so that was their direction, that they work with that property owner. And they were there at the meeting and understood that. The second one was one you didn't hear. This is a variance for setbacks and placement of mobile homes in a mobile home park. This was at 914 North Midland, and for oh, wow, the name I forgot. It was really hard. Baseflug, I think, something like that. Baseflug? Baseflug, thank you. And that one was approved by City Council, so that one will move forward. And essentially, they're taking old mobile homes and replacing them with newer mobile homes, but that meant that the placement of the old mobile homes, since they were single wide and the new ones are wider, that the setback requirements were not going to be enough. They were okay for building codes, but they weren't okay for our setbacks that we require in planning and zoning. So they gave a variance for that so that those could be updated. Then the next one was a subdivision short plat approval and zoning map amendment from RA to RD. And this is for Sierra Meadows. This is the one off of number 9 South Sugar Street. That's the corner of Sugar and 3rd Street North, or 3rd Street North. And that one was recommended by the Planning and Zoning Commission for approval, and they did approve that with the allowance of the placement of that road. If you recall, there was a lot of discussion about where the entrance would be. They gave an exception to that and allowed that road to be placed, that entranceway to be placed where the applicant had proposed, so no loss of units. And then the last one was the zoning code amendments that we presented to you. You had recommended approval, and those were approved by City Council. And those are the ones for the sign ordinance for anything that's illegal substances being advertised in the city of Nampa, and that one was approved. And that's.
Did they give them? Because I know there's a few signs that have those on them. Did they give them like 60 or 90 days to?
Yeah, we're still working through the details there about how to enforce that. The attorney's office is drafting some language to send to each of the sign owners for how to come into compliance and how long they have to come into compliance. So we're working with our attorney right now. We don't have a specific time frame for when they have to be done, but.
Thank you, Rodney.
Yep.
Well, as you guys can see, we're a little short up here today, and we have to have a quorum to do any business. So if we don't get two more, is that what we need, Madam Clerk, two more? Here. Okay, so we'll,
Let's get that on the record. We're just,
what was that?
I just wanted to make sure we got that on the record.
Okay.
We're trying to contact some other commissioners by phone and get them online.
Cody Daffer is out of town, so he will not be attending. Brett Miller is stuck out of the city limits, but he can join online if we need him to.
He's
And,
requested a link.
okay, I'll send that to him. And then I have not heard back from Jeff Kirkman yet, but I did send him a message.
And, Mr. Chair, I think, as recommended by the attorney, that if we don't get a quorum, I think we'd like to have just a minute to have our applicants request that it be postponed to another date so that we can just set that date right away instead of going out for advertisement again.
Yeah, okay. So,
Can we still do that even without a quorum?
Yeah, 'cause it'd be when-
Postpone that.
because it'd be just like if they notified the office before tonight that they needed a continuance, it would be the same thing, right?
That's correct, yeah.
But in the past, I think we voted on that decision.
That's after we open the public hearing, though, I think, right?
Oh,
It is. It would essentially be the applicant asking at the last minute for a continuance. They don't have to ask. Unfortunately, we couldn't hear their, and so we would have to follow all the necessary steps of re-advertising and things like that. However, if the applicants do want to request that, they can certainly do that at any time before their application is heard.
okay.
And we couldn't vote on it, it'd have to be the next meeting before we could vote on it anyway, so it'd be so the applicants, do you guys understand how that process is gonna, because if you don't go to Rodney, because we can't do any official business without enough people to vote, and if we can't get them online, then we can't hear your request tonight. So if you go to Rodney, you can ask him if they can do a continuance and set it at another date. Otherwise, if not, if you don't ask for a continuance, then we'll have to have, planning and zoning will have to go through the whole process of advertising, sending out mailers, and you'll be farther down the road. So we'll give them another 10 minutes or so. If we can't get them, then we'll have to go to Plan B.
Yeah, should we do?
Take a short commercial
should we-
break.
Should we recess, like officially recess?
Okay, people, our apologies. This is the first time that I've known this to happen. I don't know about anybody else, but we usually have at least 5 of us. So we won't be able to conduct any official business tonight, so we won't be able to hold a meeting, so.
Thank you. Public hearing number 1 for preliminary plat of Almond Cove subdivision. Who's that? Okay. You have any requests?
Can I postpone to continue to another hearing?
Have requested to continue to the next public hearing? Is that right?
Can I
Okay.
continue to the next public hearing?
Yep, I'll mention that to the commissioners. And number 2 is the, let's see, Peter and Lynn Glidden.
That one was postponed.
Oh, that one is postponed. Okay, thank you. And number 3 is the Laurel subdivision?
Yes.
Okay. Next subdivision, or next public hearing?
Yes, my name is Thomas Mayo,
Thomas Mayo.
treasurer of SSM2, and we would request a continuance.
Okay, great, thank you. And then the last one is a conditional use permit for, for David Arredondo? Okay, and same? Okay. So, okay, so Arredondos have also requested it be postponed. Oh, yeah, there's one more. Sorry, I missed that. So the last one is a conditional use permit for pet alkaline hydrolysis. Wow. For Kessler Thewison. And they've requested the same continuance to the next public hearing.
And when is that?
So the next public hearing will be, Christy, can you give me a specific date? 28th? So 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks. 6 p.m., correct, 2 weeks from today. So, commissioners, the applicants have requested continuance for all of these to the 28th, at the public hearing starting at 6 p.m.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, and our apologies. We will see you in 2 weeks.